friends. I welcome you to the third episode of our GPSC webinars. I hope you enjoyed the last two ones. Today we have with us Dr. Rajesh Hasija. He is Director Indraprastha Schools, Delhi. Sir dreams and breathes education. He's authored more than 50 books on mathematics and computer science. Sir has made a significant impact in the field of education. An educationist who firmly believes in leading by example, he is a member of the distinguished education bodies like the Committee of Courses and Assessment of both CBSE and NCERT, and of the executive committees of the National Accreditation Board for Education and Quality Council of India. His contribution in the field of education in training and mentoring young minds, ODC, has made him a pedagogical grandmaster. In recognition of his contribution in the education segment, Dr. Hasija was bestowed with the prestigious National Teachers Award 2003, which was awarded by the then President of India, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, and the Lifetime Achievement Award, apart from numerous other awards which he received in his 4 decades of educational journey. I welcome you, sir, on behalf of all the member schools of Gurgaon Sahodaya. Thank you for being with us today. I also welcome Ms. Rashmi Malik. She is the moderator of the session today. She is an IT postgraduate with corporate background, now completed 25 years in education, and is well known for blending spirituality in the curriculum. I welcome Rashmi. She is currently heading Salwan Public School, Sector 15, Gurugram. So over to you, Rashmi, for today's session.
Thank you so very much, Aparna ma'am, and good afternoon, everyone, and a warm welcome, Dr. Hasija in GPSC family. And the series which we are, doing for all the GPSC school are aiming to empower, all of us basically. So that's the reason when I was talking to you yesterday, and I told you that let's have some takeaways from the teachers, because most of the audience here are teachers, and of course, we as heads also would like to empower ourselves. And as you have already told the audience that you have the background, or Aparna ma'am has already apprised us that you have the background in IT and mathematics. So we are really hoping that in this new normal, which is actually the normal packaged into IT. So I take it that way, that it's a normal only, but it is packaged into the IT framework. And you being an IT person and having so much of experience, and I'm very sure that this session will be very enriching for all of us. So we're just looking forward and to tell the audience that how long our association is. Dr. Hasija, I knew the name when I came to Delhi as principal. And I used to see, those annual publications of Indraprastha School where your name used to be there. But I met you first time in my NPSC. And I still remember that you were sitting on the dais and you were writing something. And suddenly, when your chance came for speaking, you started off with a shloka. And I very clearly remember that you had written a poem there and then, before this, when that program was going on. And that was quite amazing, and that really, affected every audience over there. That they were like really. And we're looking for such kind of inputs in today's session also. You're for GPSC as well. So, to you, Dr. Hasija. Before you start, I would request you to kindly mute them. Putra, please mute yourself. Thank you. All right. Thank you so much, sir. All yours.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Aparna ma'am, Rashmi ma'am, and all educationists. My greetings to all the gurus. I feel privileged to be amongst these academic leaders and academic environment. I'm sure you all are healthy and safe. My prayers for the well-being of each one of you. Much is being talked about the new normals as COVID-19 continues to spread. Health precautions have become the new community spread fear. This is the time when technology has come to the rescue. Banking, communication, health sector, in the education sector also, schools and universities are now trying to enable digital and technical infrastructure as well as facilities that will support whatever form of teaching learning process you wish to have in future, maybe post COVID-19. Right now, online teaching learning has emerged as the only solution for all the schools in order to continue teaching learning process. Some schools are successful, some are not that so. Some are facing some issues which are minor, some are majors. And these issues are both from the teacher point of view as well as from the taught point of view. So what should be the new normal about online teaching learning? What are the digital platforms available? How do we use these tools to enable learning to its maximum? These are the few things which I'll be sharing with you all. Allow me to share my screen with you. I have a small PPT because technology has lot many terms. Sometimes remembering them becomes a little difficult. I will later post this PPT also for your reference. But right now I take liberty to share my screen and share the PPT. Rashmi ji has put me in a very difficult situation when she said that there is something to take away. It's a very, very big order. It's not that easy to set up this whole thing, but I try this in 30-35 minutes time, whatever I can talk about this. Online Connect, the new normal. To begin with, let me applaud each and every one of you for emerging so well in this pandemic. School buildings are shut, but teaching learning is on. Today, millions of educators are involved in the process of teaching. It was not easy. 19th March, there was an order of closing school for a day, and then for 3 weeks, and then for the 18 days, then another for 2 weeks, and it went on. How do you engage children constructively in this particular time? Keeping them into the four walls of the home was not that easy. But my salute to all the teachers and all academic leaders, the way they have inspired their team to carry on. These last 86 days have been very, very constructive. All over the world, any media you take it, you can read the appreciation of the parents, the children, about your commitment in the process of teaching and learning. A school and teacher's responsibility is to ensure academic excellence. Academic excellence has 6 steps: learning objectives, learning outcome. You all know it, but I'm trying to connect because I have to connect with the online. So learning objectives, learning outcome, one-to-one connect. I will focus further later on this. Innovation, creativity, follow-up and feedback. Feedback and follow-up. This is a mutual process on this. What do? Let's integrate ICT. Is a technology a new tool? Please understand there's a difference between technology and ICT. Technology has been there right from ages, right from you read our scriptures. Technology has been there right from beginning. But ICT is very, very different. So what do? We choose sound pedagogy, not panicagogy. In this particular time when we switched over from offline classroom to online classroom, there was a panic that we must engage children. And we switched over. Choosing a right technology And Gurugram is so famous for that. I'm recollecting the story of Dronacharya. I hope all of you know you belong to Gurugram. Dronacharya, after meeting the Raja Drupad, was passing through Gurugram. That was the time when Kaurav and Pandav, these children, were playing, and the ball had gone to the well. They were trying to take it out. If you recall that story, the Dronacharya, Guru Dronacharya were passing through that side. He saw the ball was inside. The children were working out to take out the ball. He picked up a blade of grass, threw on the ball. The blade of grass got stuck in the ball. He picked up another blade of grass, another blade of grass, another blade of grass. Each stuck one after the other. A rope was ready. He pulled the ball. Can you imagine the technology and the expertise in using that technology? The blade of grass was the technology used by Guru Dronacharya, and his mastery in using that technology. That ball was out, children were happy, and he became Rajguru Dronacharya. So choosing a sound pedagogy is one of the very, very important factors. How we choose it. All you have chosen one or other pedagogy, another platform. I'm just sharing with you for the purpose of reference. This is a very small time to give you more details about each and every platform, but I will just use for the reference. Google Classroom is one of the most usable now, the platform for the classroom. Each platform allows you certain facilities, restrict on certain. So for that, you have to read more detail about it. Moodle is another free / paid. Edmodo is one such platform which offers you unlimited audience in that one. Like you have right now, maybe 100, 200, 300. Zoom allows you 200 free license one. Paid license offered you about 250. Edmodo offers you unlimited audience in that one. WebEx is Cisco, which offers you around 250. Skype is there, Impatus is there, Schoology is there, MS Teams is there. Some versions are free, some are paid. However, hats off to all these companies. During this pandemic, everybody is offering you free version. So let your IT department choose any software, maybe identify the 3 platforms and present to the subject teacher. Let these subject teacher, based on their own abilities and their utility, maybe for a language teacher, the MS Team, Microsoft Team may be a very, very good software, and same may not be good for mathematics. So let every subject teacher identify the platform which they are very comfortable to use, and then integrate that into their learning. What are the factors which we must keep in mind? Device independence. This is the most important. You do not know the kind of device your audience is using. It could be a small smartphone of basic nature. It could be a high profile smartphone. It could be a laptop. It could be a desktop. So your platform has to be device independent. Then compatibility, portability, and availability. Sometimes you choose, your audience is not now limited to a local area. It is global now. So sometimes an audience in one particular part of the world, of the globe, may not be able to download a particular kind of software which you are using. So if you are global, keep in mind the availability, free available of that particular platform which you are using should be there. It must have a compatibility with all devices and the technique which you are using, and it is portable in every level of learning. Availability of predefined learning. When you are preparing, I'll be taking later on your lesson, you have to have a predefined learning concept, and thus your platform must allow you, it has that availability of predefined learning. If it doesn't have, probably your introduction, your session, your presentation may not be that fruitful. Integrated learning environment. What do we mean by integrated learning environment? It has few dimensions. it is not only linked with the one part which is called cross subject oriented. It could be multi-dimensional. It could be multi-level. It could be multi-technology. It could be multi-user, multi-platform. So it must allow you to have integrated learning environment modules. If it has it, things will become much easier. The software or the platform must allow you to have good control over your audience activities. If audience activities are not there, today morning I was having an
अभी
interactive
अभी करा है चेंज उसने, जो इसका बंदा है ना जिसने वो बनाया है जूम, वो चीनी है। जब ये बहुत ज्यादा हल्ला मचने
can
लगा
you
ना,
please
तो उसने
switch off?
Please
Host,
switch off
please.
your mics.
Host, please mute.
We have checked it. Very sorry for this.
You have to
Dealing
unmute.
with the young mind, things will become very, very difficult. It should allow you to have monitoring and mentoring tools. Tools which help you to monitor every moment of the classroom and also to mentor the teachers on one-to-one basis, the facilitator on one-to-one basis. And yes, for teachers, it may not be important, but for the administration, it is important. It has to be cost effective. So take these 7 points, which are the just basic guidelines when you are choosing a learning platform. How do I plan a session? Most important part. I said initially that starting was a panic-gogy. Panic-gogy means my principal asked me, Rajesh, the school has been closed. You have to take a lesson on mathematics or computer science. Immediately I called up a friend, how do I take a class? He said, you start like this. I started this. I still remember I was principal of APJ Noida. I'm talking 1995, when we first introduced computer-aided learning modules. And I asked one of my senior mathematics teacher that you make a storyboard. So it is storyboard which is transformed into a Cal packet. She made a storyboard of area under integration. So using Visual Basic, I changed into a Cal package. I asked her, now you first have a session with your own voice and let me see if it is suitable or not. After 35 minutes, she told me, sir, I'm a worst teacher. I never knew I teach so bad. My introduction was bad. My progression was bad. So sometime when you start the lesson without a preparation, you do not know how effective you are. Or many times since you started immediately online classes without much training, you are not knowing what are the steps involved into that. So I'm sharing with you some of the basic steps which are mentioned in the Bible of online and which I have experienced from that. Number 1, plan your class. When you want to have it, this I'm talking only a physical planning of your class, what subject matter you want to take it. Now comes to communicate, like Gurgama Sahodya, sent a message, sent a pic that you are having on Friday 3:30 a session on online teaching. So start communicating with your audience, connect with the audience, excite them. We know learning doesn't happen if there is no excitement. So excite them. The outcome of the excite should be they should connect back to you. Yes, ma'am, we are excited. What are you going to take? What is the wavelength it's going to have? Let them communicate with you. So cycle called CCECC. Communicate, connect, excite, connect, and communicate. Unless you are ready with this cycle, probably you will not be able to have a good session. Prepare and master the technology. This is what I was talking about, the kind of platform you want to use when you are having online this thing. Be present and presentable. When 40 children in the class are watching you, they are watching every move of yours. How you speak, how you talk, this happens in the physical classroom also. But at home, in the four walls of the home, distraction will be much more. There will be prompt you from the back, some younger sibling sitting there would comment on something which you are not hearing because it's an online. So be present and presentable. When I say present means you are mentally alert. Set your expectations very clearly. These are the expectations you demand, I'm using the word, from your audience. Foster personal relationship with each student. It's not easy. In a 40 minutes time, sometime you find it difficult. That's where the trick comes, pre-session connect, where I write communicate connect. You can say, Rajesh, when I start the session, after 2 minutes, you have to ask me this question. That Rama, you have to answer me on this. You will be the next term. So you are mentally preparing children. This is a building a relation with one-to-one, and that's actually called connect. Whether it's a physical classroom or an online classroom, remember this connect is the most important part of the learning. Then comes to your presentation and progression of the lesson. How do you introduce your lesson? How have you planned the introduction? And then carrying on the progression of the lesson. If you do not excite the curiosity of the child when you are having your lesson online, please remember, child will not be, you will count attendance, but learning will not happen. Rashmi ma'am said there should be takeaway. Takeaway is not possible if there is no excitement. And excitement means there is no connect. Thus, your every part of the module has to be very, very effective in this one. Teaching online is not that very easy, and it hats off to all you people. Innovate and stimulate your discussion. Again, idea of discussion is involvement of the children in your classroom activities. Another cycle which is very, very important: communicate, connect, share warmth, create fun. I love this idea of initiate idea loitering. We have, loitering in the corridor. Start idea loitering. When you are having a classroom session online, give them an idea. Some of the platforms allows you to have in between a discussion time, even have a break time. So have a break of 5 minutes that this is an idea I'm floating. Get ready 5 minutes after you get connect to me. Purpose is the children are excited. So communicate to the children in your presentation of lesson, connect with them, share your warmth. More you have warmth with the children, more audience is connected with you. Create some fun in there, tell some story, play some game. Then initiate loitering, idea loitering. Initiate that idea so the children are excited about it. Motivate your student to identify. Again, purpose of motivate is stay connect. Moment a child feels that she is out of the whole session, not connected with the class, probably he would lose or she would lose interest. Maybe physically attendance is there, but learning will not happen. Have a closing activity. Closing activity is to connect children for the next class. Very important. Child will be able to reflect what they have done in the today's class, in the today's session, and then get excited about the next class. Feedback and follow up, maybe immediately, maybe after the session also, connecting with the children and doing this one. So these are the roughly about 12 points which one must keep in mind when you are planning a session on this one. What does online teaching do? Online teaching facilitates flexibility of time. I have a teacher in Indraprastha, Dwarka. He's an excellent Hindi teacher. He's staying in across Delhi border, and there is a problem. There is a company which is next door. Somehow he is having a net connectivity 0 in the morning at around 8:30 plus. When I made a timetable, his time was 9 o'clock. He called up. So this is the time I face a major problem because the net connectivity is not there. Allow me to take a class at 1 p.m. and I can carry on 3 p.m. I said, sir, I have to find out about children. He said that I have connectivity with my children. I will do the needful. I said, go ahead. Believe it, 85 days, such an excellent teacher, such well connectivity. So it allows you flexibility of time. It allows you the flexibility of context. You have the freedom of time. There is a free version which allows you, for example, Zoom may allow you initially a 40-minute time, a lowest paid version for about 1.5 hour time. Team gives you about 90 minutes. So different platform allows you different time, and accordingly, you can have different context also. When we talk about multidisciplinary subject, I think this is one thing which you can use now. Diverse and enriching experiences through cross-disciplinary mode, cross-culture mode, and cross-campus collaboration. One such example right now is the different Sahodaya Connect. So it's a cross-campus collaboration it is going on. Then it allows you to use resources in length and depth, whichever way you want it. You have all facility with you. So online teaching facility is a great thing. You should also know top universities in US and UK, they have already switched over to the online for the next 120 days and the next course of action to be decided later on. It is not easy. It's quite taxing. Connecting with the children, inspiring them, motivating them, bringing them to the task, exciting them. It is a hell of a task, but it is an enjoyment. If you have a passion for teaching, if you love teaching, believe it, you would enjoy this. Apart from these platforms, there are learning packets. I cannot have a class nursery Zoom session. I cannot have a Cisco session where I ask the parent also to sit with their parent is occupied with one reason or other. So this term is called learning packets. You can, number one, design your own learning packets. As a teacher, record your one video, maybe of 7 minutes, 10 minutes. Use a tool, simple blackboard or a paper, and teach a basic concept. Sing a song, let child through that song pick up language, pick up rhyme, pick up rhythm, everything is possible. So apart from choosing your own, you have a pre-recorded session. Number of vendors are allowing you. Teams, Extramark, Next Education, WhatsApp, Instagram, and at least 20 million such facilities are available on Google search. Please download any one which is convenient to you. YouTube has a module which allows you to use pre-recorded by different source people. You can just acknowledge that and use that. There are CAL packages, millions and millions of CAL packages are available. You can change those voice also, integrated voice to your own voice so that that connect with the child is there. You can ask your IT team to build certain software. Prezi is another one very interactive presentation software available. It is free of cost. You can download it. Use these learning pockets whenever you need it. So in the morning, you can have a one-to-one connect. You want a revision lesson. You want a strengthening of the concept. And you want children to learn at their own pace, at their own difficulty level. Use these learning packets. These learning packets allow one child to learn at his or her own pace, at his or her own difficulty level. Somebody is slow in learning, somebody is gifted in learning, can move forward as per their own level of learning. Request humble to all my teachers, don't be a content dumper. Online module is something to excite. Not just you transfer the content. Therefore, my second request is, do not simply transfer or translate what we have been doing in a traditional classroom. I was sharing with you that my mathematics teacher, she said that she used to enter in the class and said, so children, you know that last time we talked about this, and today I'm talking about this, without any connect. So online mode also should not be a simply transfer. I normally as a teacher, I love teaching and I'm a classroom teacher. I always love to start with this small story, something which excites my children to connect with me. Be a master curator. Whole world is yours. Imagine all children committed to you wherever they are. Coming out of their comforts, they are with you connected. So be the master curator. Plan your paradigm. Enable engaging and deeper learning. You can do that. You are the best teacher. Enable experiential learning. Enable project-based learning. I can take some time later about experiential and project-based learning. I can here tell you one liner only. Gaming has become one of the most important tool to learn. Not only tool to learn, it has become one of the most elite profession also. People are earning million and million. I can tell you, if you will Google search, there are hundreds of postgraduates engineer who have shifted their career to gaming. So gaming is one of the very, very good tool to learn, and it gives you an experiential learning. Same is the project-based learning. So you have that flexibility to choose your environment, choose your platform, choose your tool, and choose your module of learning, whichever way you are comfortable, but you have to master that technology. Forge a stronger home partnership. Please remember, when children are in the four walls of the classroom, at that time, their parents are your partners. They are the at-home teacher. So forge a strong home partnership so that they can be the facilitator at home. Ensure privacy, safety, security, and digital well-being. I'm talking very clearly the four things: privacy, safety, security, and digital well-being. At all cross level, right from younger children to the adults, you have to keep in mind the digital well-being of everyone. So plan your schedule in such a way, choose your platform in such a way that it allows complete safety of all children. Connect is the only key to success. I strongly believe in this, whether it's a physical classroom or it is a online mode classroom. It is the connect. Connect shows the passion. Connect shows between the teacher and taught there is a bond, and this bond only facilitate learning. Rest, there are so much billions and billions of information available, but that remains information. It is not learning. Should we have grading? If you ask me, we had yesterday a discussion, should we have a grading? I believe you want to have it, else there is not important. Somebody said that children sitting at home may copy everything. I said, let them copy. Even if they copy, they will know how to find out an answer. So there will happen some learning. You have 4 tests, let them copy 4 times. Believe it, they will learn everything. If yes, you believe that learning has to happen, how do we have learning? I'm not going in detail, but see, Google Form is one such which gives you. MS Form is another. Mentimeter is another one such which is linked with the email ID. One a very good tool about the assessment. You can go into that one. Socrative is another. You can plan your own quiz. Though Quizlet is a software available, but you can plan your own quiz and have assessment. Leave anything. Choose any platform, Zoom even. Ask children to perform something. Say 2 minutes something. If it will be a ready assessment tool available to you. You can have a Kahoot also, which is again game-based software, which not only have the learning, but also the teaching. I can see the impatient Rashmi ma'am. I will take 5 more minutes. So challenges faced by educators. Number 1 is digital divide. You and I have a different technology. You are great in technology. You have the infrastructure I don't have. Lack of exposure to handle online platform, media, sound, video. Why tech computer is called the best ICT? It is a multimedia. We have medium. We connect through text, sound, and picture. And this technology combines and merges all the 3. That's why it's the best platform. So lack of exposure to handle this could be a problem. Content develop is less interactive. Like mine I'm taking, I'm not interactive at all. Accuracy, complexity, and depth. Content develop is not shared and delivered effectively. Information is overloaded. We don't have two-way communication. I'm only talking. I have to ask you, mute yourself, otherwise there is a lot of echo. Inculcating self-discipline into this. Inculcating 21st century, isolation, assessment and plagiarism, students' expectation, the last which I kept out. Students have a different expectation. In the classroom today, they say, ma'am, today we are not in a mood to study. Tell us a story. I'm a history teacher. But here, sometimes it is not possible. You are bound. A teacher is bound because the director is also watching this one. So you are not able to meet the student expectation. Thus, these are the challenges which educator has to come over. A school and teachers' responsibilities to ensure that physical, social, emotional, psychological needs are met before even they start learning. So fill up that. Use blended learning. Post-COVID, we will reopen our school, if not 1st July, 15 July, 1st August. Do not go away from online. Morning, have a physical. It's going to be a tough challenge for you. But evening, afternoon, start connecting. Believe it, I remember the story of Mrs. Thompson, the class teacher of 5, and Teddy, who was very shabby. Believe it, that connect if you have with your children, things will come up very, very well. The future, I was going to write when I logged in, the future is going to be when you are outside the children's physical world. They are within your scope, within your range, a three-dimensional infrastructure where you are outside, you can see anything and everything happening. And let me say, you become the ultimate guru. You direct, you plan. Please do that. If you do not do, you will be a failure. And do not forget to train children to acknowledge. When you are using digital platform, a lot of information is available. We are using, I have also used Wikipedia and Google.com to copy number of pics also on this one. Train your children to acknowledge everyone who contributes in their process of learning. These are the few things which I thought I must share with you. And now I'm open to your questions, please.
Thank you so very much, Dr. Haseja. That was quite a amount of content, and I'm so thankful to you that you said that you'll be sharing this PPT with everyone.
I will.
So they'll be benefited out of all the sites and the apps you have, talked about. The house is open for the questions, and if you could just type down your question in the chat box. I'll be asking Dr. Haseja, and in case any of the principal wants to speak to him and discuss something, then you're welcome. You can unmute yourself and they can do that. All right, so there's a lot of good afternoon and introduction going on the chat. But it's not, I can't see any of the question as such coming up. So maybe they're assimilating. And Dr. Haseja, when we talk about the IT field, obviously everybody was not tech savvy, but still they just, got onto these apps during these difficult times. I mean, what I have seen is that teachers are getting confused now. Because there's so many apps available, so many people jumping into this bandwagon, but they are really confused at what to do and what not to do. And you rightly said that for nursery KG, at least we should, have a pre-recorded session. Because I have seen that, most of the nursery level kids, they are always hooked on the mobile phone and, they are just playing some games or something. So I'm very sure that if teachers, try to do some gaming kind of thing, into the curriculum, if they can blend that particular thing, although it's asking too much technologically, but I'm very sure that this kind of thing they can do. Okay. Yeah.
Can I react to this one?
Please.
Number one, yes, I know, because number of platforms are available. There is so much confusion. My request to all the teachers, don't go haywire. Let people say, I'm using this. You choose one technology, first of all, and master that technology. You should know you should be very good to manipulate it, maneuver it. This is number one, for which the school IT department should be very effective, must collaborate at all levels, at Montessori level, at primary level, at middle level, at senior level, because needs and demands are different. And second, you said, I again say the connect. We when talked about in my school about connecting with the nursery children or KG children, I have done nursery to 2. I requested my teachers that apart from making a small video of 3 to 5 minute upper limit, can you have a video call? The teams also allowed you video call of maximum 8 children per day, and you speak to them with 15 minutes only. So 8 children plus 1 teacher, 9 people for 15 minutes every day. In 1 week, the class is over. But that connect,
True.
children met with their peer groups also. It's a video call going on, they can all see. Now take it the new nursery. They were not knowing about anybody, new child in the classroom. So connecting them every week and connecting with the teacher, believe it, it became such a good learning experience for the children. Parents are so happy with this one. So use a technology which you feel comfortable. Choose one technology and integrate it.
True, true, sir. Thank you so much. And I'm very sure that the class teacher period, if we can have, for all the classes, across the classes, that really help once in a week or twice in a week, whatever the time is suitable.
Very true.
Now, there are some questions. There is one question from Bela's iPhone, which says, good evening, sir. My question, it is a big challenge how to keep a check on the students in online class and how to keep all of them engaged.
Number one, ma'am, when children are physically in the classroom, please ask it. Many of them might be having a tiffin at the back and we miss out that. So I'm saying a physical classroom is also not perfect classroom. So let it online be like. Only thing is create excitement in your class. Enter in the class, take up this paper. So children, I have a story on this paper. Let me tear into this paper. Idea is to attract their attention. Then say, let's build up a story on this one. More they are connected with you, believe it, nothing will happen. The indiscipline, lack of coordination, all these things will miss out. If not in the first session, if not in the second session, believe it, in the third session, you will be the best teacher.
Okay, so thank you. Jyoti Arora. She's asking that, sir, what's the solution for increased screen time for the little ones?
I can only say you stop online classes. You stop online classes, the children will be still hooked to the television, the other this thing. So screen time has to be there, but only thing is let us coordinate at the middle level and senior level. Do not have continued classes. For example, when I planned the timetable for class 12, I had a class of 40 minutes, 9 to 9:40, 10 to 10:40, 11 to 11:40, 12 to 12:40. So I had the 4 periods of 40 minutes each with the result and 20 minutes break in between. During those 20 minutes, let them relax, do something. Our yoga teacher taught them a bit yoga exercise. That is the way you can continue, but online would go on. Screen time, little increase, but coordinate. Sometimes you involve them into activity, so they are not watching the screen, but they are enjoying experiential learning. Things will move much better, man.
So sometimes I feel that once the children are getting conditioned to this kind of teacher learning, and they might not like coming on the campus.
Yes, it's going to be difficult to transform them from online mode to offline mode. Thus you must have every day, my request to all the principal, this is a June month, ask your all activity teachers to have some music session, some art session, some craft session, some clay modeling. Let the children enjoy those part also, so that they are not conditioned to the laptop only learning. They have some experiential learning also.
Yes, sir. Next question from Madam Shivani Chopra. She's saying that future impacts positive of online teaching on students and teachers. What do you think?
Technology will remain part of our life. Future belongs to technology. Unfortunately, we don't have a time. Otherwise, I have a 7 minutes video I will send to you that by 2050, people are predicting there may not be. Rather, this was predicted in 2015. One of the scientists in US that by 2050, there may not be any school. There may be an individual school. Asija School of Computer Science. There may not be a school because children will not go to school at all. They will choose the expertise. So technology is future. More you integrate it now, more you pick up it now, believe it, you will be a better institution.
Yeah, and there's a question from Dr. Sunita Jakhar. She's asking that online curriculum deliverance is going on nicely, but what about the practicals? How do we do?
Aditi ma'am is
yes.
also asking a question. Rashmi ma'am, after this, Aditi ma'am is also asking a question. Just take it up.
Yes, I fully understand. That's why I was telling the practical, hands-on experiential learning. Do two things. I tried one. One way is I asked my computer teacher, bio teacher and the lab attendant. I said, can you demonstrate a practical of bio for class 12? They did beautifully well. This is one which within the class teacher scope we did it. But number of vendors or freewares are available where children can actually see how the practical is being conducted. Maybe tomorrow, you do not know, when school reopens, we only call them for experiential learning in the laboratory, or where National Testing Agency is doing the tests at the local center. You never know, the community labs are set up. In one in Gurgaon sector 44, another in 27. Children can go and do the practical if these things go on. But we are hopeful things will be much brighter sooner.
Well, I have seen many virtual reality apps also.
Very true.
Doing that, and I've heard about some apps which we'll be exploring and maybe sharing with all the teachers. All right, Dr. Aditi Mishra. Oh, Aditi Mishra.
Dr. Sija, I have a question for you.
Yes, ma'am.
I have thought of you more as a thought leader and influencer than a friend and a principal. I want to know your thoughts. I want you to share your thoughts about accessibility and outreach, because I think we've been talking a lot about online teaching and learning, but we are aware that there are almost 70% children who do not have access to devices. So what can we do as a group of educators? How can we reach out?
Yes, the moment we plan to shift over offline to online, that was the one question, accessibility. Yes, we are still fortunate that we are into the post-urban area where accessibility is there. But moment we switch over to semi-urban or rural, semi-urban also where the net connectivity and all. Do you have that caravan? You are very young, so you don't need it, but have you got caravan for your parents where you listen to the
Yes, yes.
So there is a foundation. I'm giving you an example, and I was deeply involved with that 3 years back. This is called Sampark Foundation, started by Vineet Nair, the former CEO of SCL Technology. He's now into the teacher training part and educating children all over. So we worked out an idea. This idea is having a pre-recorded lessons in a small radio set. Let's talk about the semi-urban or the rural area where net connectivity is very poor, where the devices are not available. Let your teacher record those songs. And based on those songs, based on those lessons, these can be delivered to the Gram Panchayat, to the Sarpanch, and every day there can be a session of science in the morning 8 to 8:30 or mathematics 9 to 9:30 and so on. That is where we can connect with the people who are belong to the lower strata, who are less privileged and who are not having this one. This is number one. Number two, if you read the story of the EduRite founder, he taught initially group of children through a mobile phone. So he had the phone of the Gram Panchayat and he was having his phone sitting 100 kilometers away. He asked the Gram Panchayat, can you have a mic system and a phone connected with the mic? So now the class was going on, teacher was away 100 miles away, and these children of Gram Panchayat were sitting in a assembly area, about 60 number, and he was teaching mathematics and science to them. So we have to come out, number one, with the innovative solution. Secondly, let us have the partnership with the local leaders who are in technology. we can hire. For example, there is a call center which starts in the morning at 9 o'clock. We do not stop them their activity, but before 9 o'clock, can we request 7 to 9, you allow us to have a teaching session with them, or post evening 8 to 9 p.m. can you allow them? Number of people are coming forward with their technological tools, with the infrastructure availability to connect with the children. However, government has to step in to look into this.
Thank you so much, Rajesh. Thank you.
Where there is a will, there is a way. That's what we all say. And I'm sure, I think the mobile phones which have reached, into the deep of the villages also, they can be utilized very nicely. If we have, say, kind of radio station, where all these things are being done and they can just, go there.
In this, can I add just one line?
Sure.
Former President Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam launched EduSat, a satellite channel in 2007 with CBSE. I was part of the committee. It was very unfortunate that couldn't take off. But EduSat was one channel which President himself started, and first lesson was delivered by him. He wanted that let it be everywhere in every village. But unfortunately, we only work at the 12th hour, not even 11th hour.
Maybe the COVID situation may, restart that, and everybody will listen to it. Now, there's a question from Rashi Bhanot. She's saying, sir, how to motivate students to complete their homework assignments as they're away from physical classroom?
One simple is, if you are good in Google Form, allow them to do that one. Or you just WhatsApp the assignment, one fewer question. Let those be very creative and innovative question. Let child write the answer and WhatsApp you back. You can put this one. But excitement that you can create, nobody else. You are the best teacher. You are the best role model for that child. And believe it, even God cannot substitute that.
Absolutely right, sir. That the teachers are the only ones who can create all these. And there's this, I think this will be the last question for the day. Pooja is asking what to do about the subjective assessments. I believe that you've already answered that we can just, make them shorten this. Now,
let it be open book examination. I'm saying let child find the answer. In finding also there is a learning.
Yes. And one of the principals, Mr. Jamil Ahmed sir, was asking about how can we request parents to pay fee? Especially
that's not my area. That is, you have to look into that, ma'am.
We won't be able to comment on that particular point. All right. So thank you so very much, Dr. Hasija. I'm handing over this.
I feel privileged, honored to be part of this August gathering. I enjoyed everything.
Please take over now. And
All right.
Thank you.
Dr. Hasija, that was a really great session that we had with you. And as everybody knows, that in the field of technology, Dr. Hasija has been a leader for the past 4 decades. And today's session, now that he's been talking about communicating, connecting, and sharing, I think this formula is really workable. And also this point that he has told about initiate idea loitering, it really motivated me. And I felt that staying connected with students is the ultimate thing. There's nothing better than being in sync with your own children. And as he said, enable engagement, enable experiential learning, enable project-based learning, and use gaming as a tool. I myself use this tool a lot, and I think it is very workable. Children are excited about it. Use gaming in education. So I think, sir, you have given us fantastic ideas, and Gurgaon Sahodhya is really blessed that you could make it. And we had a huge number of people who had attended it. And me, along with our chairperson, ma'am, Aparna Eriji, Aparna ma'am, over to you now. We're very thankful to you, sir, for your presence.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir, for being with us today. And I hope the audience enjoyed and learned a lot from this session.
I hope
Thank
so.
you so much.
I hope so. Thank you very much. Feel honored. Thank you.
Sir, now, see you soon.
Thank you, Rashmi, for great moderation. Thank you, sir, once again.
Thank you. I mean, everybody was so supportive in all this.
Yeah.
Let's see.
You want me to say? You want me to say a couplet?
Yes. Please.
It was in 1987. I had read a book of Jaidrath.
Okay.
And this beautiful story that there's a king who fought with Indra, and he became the Raja of Indralok. But then all devtas, fought back, और उसको एक नाली का कीड़ा बना दिया था.
Oh.
वो 4 लाइनें जयद्रथ की हैं जो मैं हमेशा याद रखता हूँ. मानता हूँ और सब, मानता हूँ और सब, हार नहीं मानता, अपनी व्यथा को मैं आज नहीं पहचानता. वो आज नाली का कीड़ा बना हुआ है, तो कहता मानता हूँ और सब, हार नहीं मानता, अपनी व्यथा को मैं आज नहीं पहचानता. क्या हुआ जो छिन गया ये इंद्रलोक, क्या हुआ जो छिन गया ये इंद्रलोक, लेकर दिखाऊंगा इससे भी बड़ा अपर लोक. That he says, so what? I will take upper than this also. So have that spirit with you. You can conquer anything and everything.
Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. And with everybody's hand holding, we all would be able to survive this pandemic. And of course, we are into history. Like, I mean, it's a historic event for everybody, and we are very sure that we'll be very successful in coming across, and we'll be obviously having more and more empowerment, through these challenging times. Thank you so very much, sir.
Thank you.
Everybody, and may God bless everyone. Stay safe, stay home.
Thank you.
Thank you.